look for something to do, you can always work on the boat. I'm not proud. Accept help from anyone.
Try a psychiatrist, one that specialises in obsessions.
See, you don't appreciate the difference between dreams and obsessions.
Des.
I might have me dreams, but I'm certainly
There's somebody
not...
on it?
What?
There's somebody on boat. I just saw, you know, a movement.
Oh, yeah, now who's dreaming?
Look! Again?
Stowaways? We're not even launched it yet. We've got stowaways.
Des, be careful.
Right, come on then. Let's be having you.
Careful. You never know what might be in there.
Morning. What do you mean he's not there?
You haven't been in all night.
Doesn't look like it. His bed hasn't been slept in anyway.
Would you believe it, eh?
Again? I thought we'd been through all this before.
Right.
I thought we'd put it behind us.
Has he taken Emily? Don't know.
What is it this time? Another girl or his exams or what?
Don't know that either.
Oh, you're a big help, aren't you?
Look, don't start blaming me.
So what do we do? Ring the police again?
No. We're not doing any of this ringing the police business. The only ringing I'm going to do is ringing the lad's neck when I find him.
Got it.
Right?
Hello. Oh, good one, Steve. Running away again, yeah.
Right, I'll just have a quick word with him.
No, I'll talk to him.
Right, well, let me speak to him after you.
Steve? Where are you?
I'm just across the road. Slept in Des and Steph's back garden in the boat.
You slept in a boat?
Hey, the Lake District again.
Yeah, that and I've been working on.
Tell your mum I'm making you some breakfast.
Well, why? Just what do you think you're playing at?
Well, Dad told me to get out, so...
Your dad said what? You told him to get out?
Well, of course, I said lots of things.
Anyway, I'm just gonna have some breakfast, so...
Well, you can come over here and have your breakfast.
Well, Steph's already making it.
Can I have a word? Liz? Hiya.
Hi.
Look, he's all right. He don't seem to come to any harm, and we're just having a...
Breakfast anyway, so... Well, I don't want to put you to any trouble.
You know? And he's not going to be going anywhere afterwards, are you? So he'll be here when you want him.
Well, yeah. I suppose if you don't mind hanging on to him.
No, he's fine.
Right. I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.
So where is he then?
At the Barns.
Oh, well.
He slept on that boat they've got in the back garden.
On a boat? What a clown.
Right, I'll just pop across, have a quick
oh,
word
no, no. I'll go. But not until you've told me what you said to him.
All I said, love, was no more than anyone else with any common sense would have said.
That he should get out.
That he should work out what he wants to do with the rest of his life, love.
Got to see by the sounds of things.
Quiet, you.
Look, I told him if he continued to upset you with all this nonsense about leaving school, you might as well do it properly and leave home as well.
Well, that sounds like a good one, Dad.
Shut up.
Don't you ever think? Don't you ever think before you open your mouth?
Wait a minute, is this my fault now, eh?
Well, by the sound of it, yeah.
Well, fine. If you know so much, you sort it out. I shall keep my distance and see if you can do any better than I did. Goodbye.
Were it like this all the time I were away?
Not all the time, no.
Well, I certainly won't go away again. Or if I do, I shan't bother coming back.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Naylor. My name's Deirdre, and I'm ringing as part of a national survey we're doing into kitchens. Kitchens, yes. I wonder if you could tell me, do you have a fitted kitchen, and if so, when was it installed? Oh. Oh, I see. Well, I wonder if you'd be interested in our professional designer replanning it for you. No obligation to buy. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I thought he was going to give this up.
Oh, so did I, but since nobody else seems to want me...
Can I get some breakfast?
Yeah, of course you can, love. Oh, listen, did you manage to tell your teacher about not being able to go on the French trip?
Not really, no, I didn't get a chance.
Hello, Mrs. Needham. My name's Deirdre, and I'm ringing as part of a national survey we're doing into kitchens. Well, yes, I do represent a firm of kitchen specialists, but... OK, bye-bye. They'll want to know, though, won't they?
Well, I'll tell him as soon as we get back into school.
Oh, please, love, because if they can get somebody else to go, we might be able to get our deposit back. Anyway, it's only fair to let them know. Hello, Mrs. Needlesham. My name's Deirdre.
There's an article here. It says pickle beetroots, very good for perking up your love life.
Thank you, Rita. I'm not interested.
No? Well, I made it up anyway. So has she done out yet? This woman that's threatening to sue Derek?
Oh, it's not Derek, it's the firm, and she's not suing. She's going to a tribunal.
Right.
And I don't want to talk about it.
Suit yourself.
Except, I will say that I think there's something wrong with a system that allows a woman like that to persecute somebody like Derek.
Right.
I mean, Rita, he's not sleeping properly. He goes to bed and he just lies there.
Well, that's how all this started in the first place, isn't it?
Do you want any help, Steph?
No, you're all right, Maeve. I'm just browsing.
All right, you're welcome.
I'm trying to keep out the house for a bit, only I've got visitors and I think they're best left on their own.
Relations?
To one another, yeah.
Look, you know what your dad's like. He didn't mean any of them things.
So why did he say that?
'Cause you got him annoyed with all this talk about leaving school.
It's not just talk, I mean it.
Okay, but your dad worries about you. He wants you to do well.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do well, am I? I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Well, I'm not at school, no, but you can make a success of your life in other ways. And your dad knows that. It's what he did. He was no great scholar. You should hear his mother talk.
Yeah.
And he really doesn't want you to leave home. None of us do.
Well, I was only across the road and I was only there for one night.
Yeah, well, we didn't know that, did we? We didn't know where you were.
Well, you do now.
We do now.
So can I get back to work?
What work?
On the boat.
Hey, I'm sure Des and Steph don't want you hanging round here all day.
Don't mind me.
Do you mind if I carry on working on the boat, Steph?
Well, no, but...
See?
Sorry. Have I said the wrong thing?
No, no. Just don't want him making a nuisance of himself.
He's not. He's done more work on this boat in 2 days than Des has done in 2 months.
He's just had a bit of a falling out with his dad. You know what they're like at that age.
Mavis.
Oh, Derek, I wasn't expecting you.
Oh, it's all right. You go on.
No, that's what I've called for, to say that I won't be, calling. That is, I won't be able to take you out to lunch. I'm sorry. But I'm going to see Mrs. Shaw, get this ridiculous business sorted out once and for all.
You're going to her house?
I am, yes. I know you think that's asking for trouble, but if there's going to be any trouble, I'd rather meet it head on.
Well, there's something in that.
I mean, to be accused of sexual harassment, I resent it. And the more I think about it, the more I resent it.
Well, don't you let her upset you.
Upset me? If there's going to be any upsetting to be done, I'll be the one doing it. Wish me luck. Bye, Rita.
Bye.
Oh, such an ugly term, isn't it? Sexual harassment.
Well, I suppose it's meant to be.
And to apply it to Derek, I mean, it's the other way around, isn't it? She's the one doing the sexual harassing.
Well, I tell you what, we'll shut up shop and we'll both go and have some lunch.
Thought I might find you here.
Well, everyone's entitled to a break, love.
As long as it's not a break from me you're after.
No, you're all right.
Hello, love. Nice to see you again.
What are you doing that side of the back? Get round in, get your sleeves rolled up. I've had enough of these evening shifts.
All right, I can take a hint. How are you fixed for tonight, my little tumbleweed? Brilliant.
I know that. What I want to know is what Victor's part in all this.
How do you mean?
Well, why ain't he sorting this woman out? I mean, he was the one that sacked her, weren't he?
Oh, yeah, but I think Derek feels it's a matter of pride that he does it.
And Victor's letting him.
Yeah.
Now, him, I could see being guilty of sexual harassment.
Victor?
Oh, now, crude, but he's just the sort of bloke I wouldn't like to be indebted to.
Oh, hiya. Listen, let's have 2 halves of lager, please, Betty, and pint for me, please.
I don't want to interrupt, but can you just spare a minute?
Oh, yes, sure. I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay.
So, listen, have you sorted that daft young son out of ours, eh?
Well, I went across and had a word with him. He seems all right, really. I think he just wants to be left on his own a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll make my peace with him tonight. I mean, I presume he is coming home.
You'd better be. There you go.
Thank you.
She didn't just come telling tales, they just came out.
Yeah, well, I don't mind you knowing. I can't afford it. It's as simple as that.
Okay, but I can. So what I want to suggest is, would somebody let me pay the balance, please.
It's not right fair on you, though, is it? Well, you already pay maintenance.
Oh, come on, that's not meant to cover trips to France, and I can spare it, and I can't think of anything I'd prefer to spend my money on.
Well, she does really want to go.
I know.
Oh, OK, then.
Thank you.
But don't feel you've got to
Deirdre,
make
I don't feel anything. Except our daughter wants to go on this trip, and between us we can manage to send her, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Anyway,
yeah, you get back to your friends.
It was a moment's thoughtlessness, for which I immediately apologised.
I'm not denying that.
And I hope you'll agree there's never been any other occasion where you've had cause to complain about my behaviour.
No, I can't say as there has.
Well, then.
Still lost my job, haven't I?
Yes, I know, and I'm very sorry about that. Very sorry indeed. But believe me, Mrs. Shaw, this isn't the way to get it back.
Happen not.
So, what I suggest is that we forget all about this unpleasantness. You withdraw your allegations, and for my part, I'll be quite happy to give you as good a reference as I possibly can.
Well, I suppose... Oh, this'll be my husband.
Ah.
Oh.
This is Mr. Wilton, from Pendlebury's.
Mr. Shaw.
I see. This is the one that gave you your cards, is it?
No. No, this is,
The other one?
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised you have the nerve to show your face.
Mr. Shaw, I've not come here to argue.
So what have you come for?
I've come to explain.
Then explain to me. Explain how my wife can come home one day telling me you've been laying hands on her, then come home next telling me she's been sacked. Explain that if you can.
So you see, there's no connection between my behaviour towards your wife and the unfortunate fact that she lost her job the following day.
You expect us to believe that?
Well, it's the truth.
Do you believe him?
Hey, I don't know what to believe.
It was just an unfortunate coincidence.
Unfortunate, aye. Unfortunate for who, though? Unfortunate for my wife, I'd say, since she's the one that's lost her job.
That's entirely out of my hands, I'm afraid.
And so is she. And that's the way she's staying.
Oh.
No, I'll tell you what this is, Mr.
Wilton.
This is no coincidence. This is a cover-up. Old Pals Act is what this is.
No, I assure you...
You misbehave with my wife, and then your Mr. Pendlebury comes along to clean up after you.
Mr. Pendlebury wasn't even aware.
Is my dinner ready?
Yes, yes, I'll get it out.
You see, I might not go to work in a suit, but that don't mean to say I've nought between me ears, or that I can't tell right from wrong.
If you could just talk to your wife...
Oh, I'll talk to her. Aye, I'll talk to her, which is something you won't be doing any more of in the future. Now I'll thank you to get out of my house before I forget myself.
Yes, look, there's no need to be like this, Mr. Shaw.
I must be getting soft.
Yeah.
Most men wouldn't have had you through the front door after what you've done.
But what else can I say?
You might try off near a job back. Short of that, you can do all you're saying to our solicitor.
But...
There you go.
Oh, cheers.
I hope Dad is paying you something for all this.
No, I'm enjoying it, aren't I?
Even so.
Yeah, I'll have to pay you back for letting me stay down, so.
You only stayed one night, and we didn't even know you were here.
Yeah, say I wanted to stay another night. If that's all right.
I thought you and your mum got things sorted out.
Doesn't mean I want to spend every night there, does it?
And I don't want your mum and dad thinking we've got you chained up here as slave labour.
Maybe I should tell them.
Ask them.
Ask them then.
Well, if you do, and if they say it's all right, I don't suppose there'd be anyone else sleeping in it, would there?
Yeah, I can go. Well, it's all sorted out now. What, tonight? Well, I'll ask my mum, but I don't see why not.
Oh, hello, stranger.
Hey, I've been trying to ring you for the past 2 days. I haven't been able to get through.
Oh, it's this telephone selling I've been doing, or in my case, telephone non-selling.
Are you sure your mum says it's okay?
Oh, I see. Got your apprentice on now.
No.
Hang on, I'll just ask mine. Mum, can I go round to Lindsay's for my tea and step over?
Well...
Her mum says it's okay if you do.
Oh, go on. It sounds as if you've got the pair of us stitched up between you.
Yeah, she
So,
says I can.
how's things on the job front?
Oh,
okay,
nothing.
just gotta pack my bag
Not only
and
can't I
go.
sell kitchens, I can't sell
Okay,
myself
see ya.
either.
Hiya, Phil.
Hiya, kid. You all right?
Yeah, I'm going to France.
What, now?
No. I've just been telling her I can't afford it, and now Ken's chipped in with the rest of the money.
Good for him.
Yeah, it is. Hello? Oh, hello. Yeah, well, that's probably because I haven't had anyone show any interest. How many? I'm on page 3 of that sheet you gave me. Well, I think that's a bit quick. I have tried, but what can I do? If people aren't interested, they're not interested. I can't force them into... Well, yes, I suppose it might be my telephone manner. Or it might just be that folk have got more sense than to buy kitchens off somebody they don't know talking to them on the other end of a phone. Well, fine. Yeah, and goodbye to you too.
Another non-sale?
Biggest non-sale of all time. I've just been sacked.
Really?
That was Mrs. Warren from the agency, wanting to know why there haven't been any referrals and then suggesting that it might be my telephone manner that isn't suitable.
Oh, dear.
It's not funny, Phil.
Sorry.
That was all I'd got.
Right, I'll see you.
I've just been sacked. They don't want me doing telephone selling anymore.
Well, you weren't that good at it anyway, were you?
No.
All right, I'll see you.
All right. Have a good time, love.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Trouble is, you won't accept what fate has in store for you. You keep trying to fight it.
Oh, yeah. What does fate have in store for me?
Working for me.
Phil, we've talked about that.
Well, let's talk some more about it. I'll take you out tonight.
No, not tonight. I don't feel like it.
Okay, I'll come round here. I'll bring a takeaway and a bottle of wine. What time do you want me?
Phil, I need a job. A real job, not favours.
Hey, we said we'd talk about it tonight, right? Not now. Tonight.
So anyway, I dropped Yvonne at her parents and thought I'd call and see how you were.
Oh, well, that was very nice.
What did Rita mean, though, that she was half expecting me?
Oh, you take no notice. She says silly things sometimes. It was nice of her to let me off early.
Mavis, can I ask you something? Now, I know I'm Derek's employer, but I hope you see me as something more than that.
Well, yes, as a friend.
A friend, yes. Are things all right between you and Derek?
Yes. What sort of things?
Well, I'm thinking about this business that's blown up at work between Derek and this cleaning woman.
Yeah, well, he is very worried about that.
But it hasn't made you see him in a different light. I mean, some wives might begin to wonder whether this wasn't just the tip of the iceberg.
I shall always stand by Derek, in this as in everything else.
Good. That's what I hoped you'd say.
But has it made you see him in a different light?
No, I shall always stand by Derek as well.
Then we'll both stand by him.
Yes. In our different ways, of course.
But I told you, your dad didn't mean any of them things.
Oh, no, it's not because of that.
So why?
Well, just like sleeping on the boat.
And you don't get seasick?
Steve, you can't go around sleeping in other folks' gardens. What's they going to think?
Mum, they don't mind, they've said.
Oh, they've actually said?
Steph said I could stay there as often as I wanted, and he's always saying he wants the room for himself anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, you're not even going to eat with us?
Mum, I'm only across the road. It doesn't mean I'm leaving home.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, I don't know what to say. But I don't think your dad'll be right pleased.
Well, at least we won't be rowing all the time, will we?
And Steph really said she didn't mind?
Mum, she said I was welcome. So I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.
Bye.
Derek,
Oh,
you never
I should
guessed.
never have gone. It was a mistake, maybe. It's a bad mistake.
What?
To see Mrs. Shaw. Or rather, Mr. and Mrs. Shaw. It turned out he was there as well. And he all but physically ejected me into the street.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh.
Yes, I was
in the vicinity, so I thought I'd call and say hello.
I've tried to persuade Victor to stay for supper. but
No,
he
that's
won't.
very kind, Mavis, but I promised Yvonne I wouldn't be too long.
Oh, what a pity.
Yes, it is. Anyway, I'll get back to my cooking and I'll let you have a word with Derek.
You went to see her then?
Who? Oh, yes. Well...
Not very wise, Derek, if I might say so.
I thought I could have talked to her.
What made you think that? You haven't had much success at talking to her up to now.
I'll have to do something.
No, Derek, I think the best thing is for you to do nothing. I'm the one that's got to do something. Though what that something is, I haven't quite decided yet. Bye, Mavis.
Oh, bye, Victor.
The forecast said rain.
It'll be all right.
Of course it will. That boat was designed to withstand force 10 gales.
It might have done till it got holes in it. Look, the spare bed's made up. It's no trouble. I don't want you getting soaked and developing pneumonia. For one thing, your mum would never talk to me again.
Well, OK, then.
Do you want to bring your stuff in, then?
Yeah.
I take it his parents do know, do they?
So he says.
And they don't mind?
Well, they could have always stopped him if they'd wanted.
But what's the big attraction? Sleeping in our spare room?
Well, from what I remember being that age, it's always a bit of an adventure sleeping at somebody else's house.
I thought only married men felt like that.
Yeah, well, you would. You know which it is? Top of the stairs, second on your left.
Yep. Perhaps his family want rid of him. When he gets there tomorrow, they'll have moved house, left no forward and address. Then we'll be stuck.
No, I'm getting these now. It's 3 cherry, please, and what will you have? Half a bitter?
Yes, it's possible.
Half of the sweet cherry.
Thank you. And then you're going to relax, and we're going to talk about something else besides... You know what? I'm not even going to say.
Pint, please.
Only if you stop acting like I've done something terrible.
Well, I better get back to Sir Min, hadn't I?
Hey, you were the one who started this by telling him he should leave home.
And you were the one who was going to go round and sort it out, and you've had all day to do so, Liz, and what's the result? He still prefers to stay with his neighbours as opposed to his own family.
Down there.
Now sit down.
You read about these cases in the newspapers.
Derek, what did I say?
No, you do. And even though the man's not guilty, you think there must be something. No smoke without fire. Well, that's how it's going to be with me, Mavis. That's how it's going to be with your husband. Women will be edging away from me in bus queues.
And what have you been doing this bank holiday, Ken?
Very little and enjoying every minute of it.
Good for you.
You know, Beth, I once thanked you for helping me when I needed help.
Hey.
And you said I probably didn't need it then, but one day you hoped that I would. Well, I think that day's arrived. I don't think special has happened. I just happen to feel it's not such a bad old world after all.
Well, I'm very glad. Are you going to pay me for this? Or are you trying to flannel me into a free drink?
I'll pay you. So, when do you want to start?
Phil, I am not going on your payroll as your own private charity.
It wouldn't be charity.
Well, what would it be then? A kept woman?
Come on, don't talk like that.
Well, the people will.
Deirdre, I've got plans.
You've always got plans.
New plans, where I need somebody to help me, right? I need somebody. You'd be letting me down.
If I said yes, if,
Yes?
what exactly would I be doing?
You'd be working for your own future, and for Tracy's, and for your share of the good life that's out there waiting. Don't tell me you don't want some of that.
Oh, it'd make a change.
Right then. Here's to PJ Promotions.
PJ what?
My new business, our new business, that's going to make us millionaires before you know it. Come on. To success. To the both of us.
Go on, then.